Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kaja the Coach, and welcome to the first ever episode of Road to a Better Public Speaker. Dang. Let's go to the intro. Tudu. So, as the saying goes, before you learn to run, you must learn to crawl. Before you learn to jump, you must learn to stretch your leg. I don't know whether the saying is correct or not, but before you learn to give a speech or even to write a speech, you must learn how to overcome that fear that's preventing you to give the speech. So today I'm going to talk about speech anxiety. I'm going to talk about symptoms of speech anxiety as well as tips on how to overcome it. The symptoms of speech anxiety is pretty simple actually. Number one, your heart beats like usually louder, and you start to sweat. Even though how cool is it, you start to sweat, you start to overthink, you start to have anxiety attacks, and your body temperature starts to rise. And it's proven the moment you get scared, there's changes in your body temperature. Your body temperature starts to release more heat. If I'm not mistaken, you tend to release more heat, and you feel more scared, and you feel like, you know what, you can't do this. So these are little symptoms of speech anxiety which I have faced. As always, I say in my videos, I talk about my personal experience, and I try to make it in a way where it will understandable to you guys. So now, when we talk about tips on how to overcome your speech anxiety, it's pretty simple. The first tip that I would like to give you guys: always have a bottle of water on standby before you give your speech. For example, they're gonna call you next, right? Start drinking the glass of water. Drink it. You feel calm, and trust me, it works like a charm. Every time before people give me a speech, right? Before I go and give a speech, I always make sure I drink a glass of water, because it helps to calm me down. Not only it hydrates my throat, it hydrates myself, but it also calms me down. It cools down my body temperature, and it's proven that water cools down the body temperature of a human being. Second tip is, we all have this bottle up and fear, right? Like what I do, my pre-speech ritual before I enter the contest room is very much like this. I go into an empty room and scream the hell out, just like just scream and let it all out. So the moment when you scream, right, you feel more relief. You feel like the stress is leaving. The stress, you know what? Bye-bye stress. Bye-bye stress. Bye-bye stress. So that is the second tip that I'll give you guys. The second tip is, try to find something like a pre-speech ritual or pre-something ritual that you always do to calm yourself down. For you, it could be punching a wall. For some people, is screaming. For some people, is meditating. Find that pre-match ritual of yours, and boom, dynamite. You will find the calmness already. Thirdly, the third tip that I would like to give about speech anxiety is listening to a song which boost your spirit up. A song which I can recommend is Legend by The Score. That's one of the songs that I listen to. Hall of Fame by The Script, and Superheroes by The Script. So these are the three songs that I listen to before giving any speech in contests, any speech like in major crowds or a major event, or before I do my MC things. So these are the three songs that I listen to. I'll put the links in the description below if you guys have never heard of them. So these are the three songs that I always listen to before giving a speech. That's it. And the fourth tip that I would like to give you guys is, try practicing. I know it's stupid. I know, yeah, this guy is telling the most obvious thing. But sometimes the most obvious thing is the most helpful thing. Right? So, like, for example, when you're hungry, the most obvious thing to eat, right? And you eat, it helps you. Same thing. How to overcome your speech anxiety? By practice. And one tip that I would like to give you guys is have a practice audience. Have a practice audience, because you can stand to predict how the audience gonna relate to your speech, and then you can tweak it and tweak it and tweak it and tweak it, and don't have the same test audience. For example, the first test audience is your family, the second test audience is your friends, the third test audience is maybe a group of strangers. See, you increase the level of uncomfortability while delivering a speech, because with your family you're very comfortable. With your friends, there's something that you share with your friends but you don't share with your family, and vice versa, so that it increases and the level of uncomfortability increases. So boom, comfortability is another way of removing that speech anxiety. And the fifth and final step that I would like to give you in a way to overcome your speech anxiety is a pretty simple step. Start off with a joke. This is what I always do. So, like, if I'm giving a humorous speech, right, this is how I start the speech. Hey, the name is Kaja, but the ladies, you guys can call me tonight. See, start off with a joke. Then another joke which I always do is, wait, hey, like, like, pinpoint at someone and make that person your focus point. Like, for example, when you make a joke, right, even the crowd, it doesn't make a loud noise. There'll be only one matcha, or one, how you say matcha in for girl, okay, female matcha will be laughing. Okay, you focus on them, just focus on them. They will always be there. Just focus on them, but make sure you're moving around, and at least it looks like you're looking at the crowd, but you're only focusing on one person. So these are the 5 tips that I would like to give. And now let me tell you my special tip that I always use. Okay, when you're giving a speech in front of a crowd, there's always one very beautiful girl right there. Okay, there will always be one beautiful girl or one good looking guy there if you're a female, and I don't judge. So they will be there. So just focus on them. Think that you're flirting with them, like, but you're not actually flirting with them. So it's like you're speaking to them, but you're not actually speaking to them. You're speaking to the crowd, but your eye contact is looking at them. So these are the 6 tips that I would like to give you. So to sum up, drink water, have a practice crowd, and have a pre-match ritual. And I forgot what I said earlier, and make a joke. So these are the 6 tips that I would like to give you guys. Hope you learned something today. This is the first ever episode. And oh yeah, Happy New Year. I know this video is releasing on the 1st of January 2021. So I started the year out with a bang. So let's continue this momentum, and I can't wait to see you guys. And let's grow together as one big happy family. Till then, stay safe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the best channel in Negeri Sembilan, Kaja the Coach. Don't forget my favorite catchphrase, screw the haters, they're the fuel to my wire. Till then, stay safe, stay at home, and wear a mask wherever you go. I love you guys no matter what.